All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome to our weekly Monday Night Huddle. I'm Amber Ike, and we actually have several announcements. You guys probably saw me blowing up our team page today, but it is, I almost said June 1st. It is August 1st, and so we have a lot of new and exciting things happening for this month. And I'm just going to go over them real as quickly as I can. But I'm calling August, we're calling it Ignite August, because August, you guys, is when things kick into gear. Summer, we don't want it to be slow, but it just kind of happens to be slower because of vacations and kids being out of school and people not really focusing on their health as much. But August is really when things start picking up again. So we're calling it Ignite August, and that is our theme for the month. But we start tomorrow with our Silver in 7 Days challenge. And we actually did this back in March, and we're doing it again. And it's 7 days, you guys, of a daily video that will be posted right on Journey Toward Diamond on the team page. And they're less than 6 or 7 minutes, and it has a daily to-do list, like a daily, not even a to-do list, but a daily challenge. And if you follow this and really just invest 7 days in growing your business, by the end of 7 days, you should be a silver ambassador. I know for some of us, we may already be silver. And so going silver again, we're calling it sterling silver when you've already been silver once. And going again, that's a great thing to do on a regular monthly basis. So that starts tomorrow. So be looking for a video about the Silver in 7 Days that starts tomorrow, and that ends next Monday. We have a new ambassador training this Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Our very own Amanda Foster is going to be leading that. So if you are a newer ambassador or you have some newer team members, make sure you plug them into that. It's a great 30 minutes of just the basic information that people need to get off and running well with the products and or the opportunity. So that's this Wednesday night. Next up, we have our JTD, Journey Toward Diamond book club that starts next Monday, August 8th. And it's only going to be 4 Mondays in a row, you guys. It's just going to be 4 Mondays. And we are going to read through, I don't even have it with me, Rock Your Network Marketing Business by Sarah Robbins. It is on Amazon Prime, you guys, for $12. So if you haven't ordered it, get that ordered. And get that ordered. And we start next Monday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And we're going to be going over chapters 1 and 2 on Monday night. So make sure you get those chapters read. And they're super short, you guys. This book was one that really opened my eyes to the power of network marketing when I first got started with Plexus. So next up, I know, are you guys just so excited about these announcements? Next up, we have a 3-way call contest. I don't know if you guys saw me post that. I think I posted it yesterday. But it's a 3-way call contest. And the way you get entries for this is by having a 3-way Zoom or a 3-way call with one of your new ambassadors and, your closest working upline. And everyone gets an entry for the contest. So the 3 people that were on the call get an entry. And these aren't training calls, you guys. These aren't 30-minute lengthy conversations. These are quick 10, 15-minute. You just want to call your new ambassador. You want to introduce them to your upline. You want to welcome them, make sure they ordered the right products for them to get started with, and just see if they have any questions off the bat. But this is just to make people feel welcome and connect people to the bigger team. So if you do that, make sure you comment on the 3-way call contest graphic on the team page, and someone will win at the end of the month some cute Kendra Scott earrings. So that's a fun and easy contest. You can get multiple entries based on however many calls you do. Also, you guys probably saw the August recruiting challenge that I posted today. You guys, I don't know, this baby is making me feel generous or something, but I am wanting to give away a ton of stuff this month, you guys. And I know that August is going to be picking up. So I'm excited because we added 100 people in July. And so I know August is just going to blow July out of the water. And there's a ton of fun things on there. And the way to get entries for that contest is by adding a new ambassador with a welcome pack. And for every new ambassador you add with a welcome pack, you get an entry. And with each level of newbies that we add, it unlocks a new prize. And so, you know, I think our first one is 25 newbies, then we'll unlock the first prize. So that's a really fun challenge. And then this is the last month, you guys, to earn Leaders Retreat credits. So this is the last month to really just focus hard on getting your credits where you want them to be so that you can earn Leaders Retreat, which is going to be at I was going to say Galveston. It's going to be in Dallas. It's not going to be in Galveston. It's going to be in Dallas at the Gaylord. Christy's shaking her head no. At the Gaylord Texan. Just making sure you guys are listening. I like to test you guys. And that is the end of October, from October 27th through 29th. So get your credits where you need them to be. You have to have 750 to earn Leaders Retreat. Okay, you guys, that was a lot of announcements. Okay, so I hope you guys were prepared for church tonight. I should have warned you guys so you had a chance to not jump on if you didn't want church tonight. But even if you're not wanting church, this is such a good passage that I think applies to us in our businesses and just our outlook on life. And so tonight I'm calling it Obstacles or Opportunity, What Do You See? So obstacles or opportunity, what do you see? So for those of you that want to follow along, we're going to be reading from Numbers, which is one of the first books in the Bible. Numbers 13. And I'm just going to read this passage real quick and then just give some takeaways. And then this is actually probably going to be a shorter huddle. I know when we first started these, we said they were going to be 15 to 20 minutes, and then we we're a chatty group. Okay, so chapter 13 of Numbers, verse 1. The Lord said to Moses, "Send some men to explore the land of Canaan, which I am giving to the Israelites. From each ancestral tribe, send one of its leaders." So they ended up sending 12 people. You can read through there and see the 12 people that they sent, but they sent 12 into the land to explore Canaan. When Moses sent them to explore Canaan, he said, "Go up through the Negev and on into the hill country." Oh, and you guys, I'm going to butcher some names, so I apologize now if you're a scholar, because I'm not. So go up through the Negev and on into the hill country. See what the land is like and whether the people who live there are strong or weak, few or many. What kind of land do they live in? Is it good or bad? What kind of towns do they live in? Are they unwalled or fortified? How is the soil? Is it fertile or poor? Are there trees on it or not? Do your best to bring back some of the fruit of the land. It was the season for the first ripe grapes. So they went up and explored the land from the desert of Zin as far as Rehob toward Lebo Hamath. They went up through the Negev and came to Hebron, where Ahiman, Shishah, and Talmai, the descendants of Anak, lived. Hebron had been built 7 years before Zoan in Egypt. When they reached the valley of Eshcol, they cut off a branch bearing a single cluster of grapes. 2 of them carried it on a pole between them, along with some pomegranates and figs. That place was called the Valley of Eshcol because of the cluster of grapes the Israelites cut off there. At the end of 40 days, they returned from exploring the land. Okay, bear with me, guys. Verse 26. They came back to Moses and Aaron, so the 12 came back, and the whole Israelite community at Kadesh in the desert of Paran. There they reported to them and to the whole assembly and showed them the fruit of the land. Oh, wait. Okay, sorry guys. Okay, so there they reported to them and the whole assembly and showed them the fruit of the land. They gave Moses this account. They said, "We went into the land to which you sent us, and it does flow with milk and honey. Here is its fruit. But the people who live there are very powerful, and the cities are fortified and very large. We even saw descendants of Anak there. The Amalekites live in the Negev, the Hittites, Jebusites, and Amorites live in the hill country, and the Canaanites live near the sea and along the Jordan." Okay, catch this, you guys. Then Caleb silenced the people before Moses and said, "We should go up and take possession of the land, for we can certainly do it." But the men who had gone up with him said, "We can't attack those people. They are stronger than we are." And they spread among the Israelites a bad report about the land they had explored. They said, "The land we explored devours those living in it." All the people we saw there are of great size. We saw the Nephilim there. We seemed like grasshoppers in our own eyes, and we looked the same to them. Okay, chapter 14, I'm going to skip to verse 6, guys. Joshua, son of Nun, and Caleb, son of Jephunneh, who were among those who had explored the land, tore their clothes and said to the entire Israelite assembly, "The land we passed through and explored is exceedingly good. If the Lord is pleased with us, he will lead us into that land, a land flowing with milk and honey, and will give it to us. Only do not rebel against the Lord, and do not be afraid of the people of the land, because we will swallow them up. Their protection is gone, but the Lord is with us. Do not be afraid of them." And then, wow. Okay, so it goes on, you guys. Basically, there were 12 guys that went in and explored this land, okay? 10 of them came back, gave a report that, yes, the land is indeed good. You know, there's amazing things happening in this land, but they saw the obstacles. They saw the giants. They saw, you know, all the fortified walls and everything. They saw the obstacles. Those 10 never had a chance to enter into the promised land. They never had a chance to enter in. Only Joshua and Caleb, 2 of the 12, came back and gave a good report. Came back and said, you know, to everyone, we can do this. You know, this is the land that God has called us to take. We can do this. And they were the only 2 of the 12 that actually entered into the land. So you guys, 2 of the 12 saw opportunity and promise, while the other 10 saw only obstacles. So much so that they didn't even want to try. You guys, they went and saw how amazing this land was, and they didn't even want to try. Like, how sad, you know? But do we have that in our lives sometimes where we see possibility, we see opportunity, but we're jaded by the obstacles that are going to require us to get there, that we don't even try? And so, you guys, I just want everyone to take a second and ask yourself what you've been seeing with your eyes, you know, towards your plexus future, your eyes towards your, you know, your business, your family. This doesn't have to just be plexus related, but think about what you've been seeing. Are you focusing on, you know, are you covered and overshadowed by the obstacles? Are you only seeing the walls that you're coming up against, or the walls that you might come against while you're on the way to what you're trying to get? Or are you seeing past those obstacles and realizing the true opportunity at hand? You guys, they all went into the same land and explored together. Joshua and Caleb saw the same things. They saw the same things that the other 10 saw. It's not that they just so happened to not see those things and not be afraid. They saw those same obstacles, but they knew that the land was good and that the Lord had blessed them with this. So I want you guys to just take a minute and just, if you truly believe, you know, for example, with plexus, if this is something that the Lord has put into your life for such a time as this, you know, are you going to trust that he's going to help you get through whatever obstacles you come across on the way to the opportunity, on the way to what you're getting? I think it's easy to look at people at the top of this company and think, well, man, they just never hit an obstacle. You know, it was meant to be for them. But Joshua and Caleb saw those obstacles, but they chose to continue seeing the opportunity despite whatever obstacles they encountered. Is that where we are with our businesses, with our lives, with our families? You know, we're all going to have obstacles, but we have to make a decision that we are going to see opportunity instead of and despite obstacles, because obstacles are always going to exist, but we must choose to see the opportunity. So I just want you guys to make a choice that you are going to see things as opportunities instead of obstacles. And I know this was a shorter one, but like there's so many things that, I mean, it's kind of like a glass half full kind of mentality. You know, so many times I hear people say, well, my friend wants to do this, but she doesn't have any money. And instead of me being like, oh, bummer, she can't try the products, you know, I see that as she doesn't have any extra income to invest $100 in her health. Let's get her going on this opportunity. This could change her financial future. This could give her margin and breathing room in her budget, you know? Or instead of people being like, I come from a small town, you know, this isn't going to work for me. The business isn't going to work for me. You know, I'm like, hello, we have social media that does not care that you are from a town of 100 people, you know, and have you seen Sonia Dudley's Diamond documentary, for example? You just have to have a mentality in this business, and not even in this business, in life, that things are not truly obstacles unless you just stop there. And that's what those 10 did. They saw the obstacle and they stopped. They stopped trying. They didn't even start the journey. They just stopped. So make sure you guys have that positive mindset that, okay, when I see an obstacle, I'm going to look at it and I'm going to figure out what type of opportunity this presents. And I'm going to keep walking towards that promise that I've been given. So I'm going to give you guys a chance. Does anyone want to kind of share anything that you guys want to share? That was super specific. Did anything stand out to you guys as we were reading that? One thing I wanted to point out, and I forgot, what I love in verse 30, it says, Caleb silenced the people before Moses and said, we should go up and take possession of the land, for we can certainly do it. I love that because it shows me that Caleb didn't even want to listen to the bad report. He knew what he saw. You know, he knew what the doctor's report said. You know, he knew what the fertility doctor told him. You know, he knew all these things, but he didn't even want to hear it. You know, he knew what God had told him and what the promise that the Lord had put in his life. And that was greater than any obstacle he could have seen. He silenced the people. He didn't want to even hear the bad report. That speaks volumes to me, you guys, because I know all of us are going through things in our lives where, you know, doctors are telling us one thing, you know, our spouse might be telling us one thing, our kids might be telling us one thing, but we need to know what the Lord says about that opportunity and keep moving forward and not even listen to those reports. Okay, tangent, sorry. Does anyone want to add what stood out to you guys as we were kind of reading that, or does this speak to you in any kind of way? And feel free to unmute yourselves if you're going to talk. Guys, you're so quiet. You're not used to me being done in like 10 minutes. Okay, I guess you guys don't want to talk to me tonight. That's fine. I won't take it personally.
Fine, I guess I'll talk, Amber. Geez.
Yay! Oh, and I didn't even call on you. Guys, this is Nicole's first day.
Yay! I'm so excited. Yes, it kind of helped me feel optimistic about the journey ahead.
What'd you say?
It made me feel optimistic about the journey ahead.
Yay!
I've been a little bit, like, I don't know, hesitant, I guess. Yeah. And I decided to go for it. Obviously, you can see because I signed up at like midnight. I was like, I just have to do it. Just do it, Nicole.
I know. I texted her this morning. I'm like, did you sign up? Like, she didn't even tell me she was going to. I was like, wait, did you just join as an ambassador? Okay, gotcha. And that's the thing. Like, I think for some of us, we just assume if it's meant to be, then we're not going to run into any obstacles. I remember our first year of marriage, not mine and Nicole's, mine and Obi's. My first year of marriage, like we hit obstacle after obstacle after obstacle, and most of it was just personality conflict. And I remember being like, holy smokes, I did not sign up for this, you know? And it could have been easy to just be like, okay, this wasn't meant to be because look at how hard it is, you know? But we knew that we were supposed to be together and that God had put us together. And so that gave us more reason to like keep pushing through it, you know? I think sometimes we just think if it's meant to be, it's going to be easy. And one thing Rita Davenport said at convention is, if it was easy, it'd be sleazy. And I think that's true with Plexus. You know, if it was easy to get to diamond, then it wouldn't even be like attractive. You know, like why would we want to? So love that. Does anyone else want to share anything?
I can just share that as difficult as it can be to keep your eye on the positive during the struggles, it is definitely worth it. Having been in the business for a little while, and you know, it's not all fun and games, and there are major obstacles, and summer is slow and messy and scary and, you know, a little discouraging, but I also know, having been in it for a little while, that summer is slow. It's just the way it is. People are busy and have things to do, and you know, I watched it, you know, it's already, you know, the first day in August, it's already picking up. People are starting to get back into that back to school mode, and they're ready for a routine again, and they're thinking about, you know, getting healthy again and getting back onto their normal health routines with their family. You know, and it's just, I guess what I'm trying to say is I've been there, and not that I'm some big expert that has been in this for years or anything, but I've been in just long enough to know that there are serious ups and downs to this business, but there are way more ups than there are downs. And don't give up, because those obstacles, you know, they're small. They really are. They may seem big when you run into them, but they really are small, and you're going to get past them pretty quick. So.
Yes, so true. I think just having the right mindset, you know. And I also, like, Caleb didn't do this by himself. You know, it was Caleb and Joshua and Caleb. You hear about those two together all the time. I think that just, there's so much wisdom in that. A lot of times, if you're doing it by yourself, those obstacles do seem a lot harder, you know. They do seem worse off. So find a power partner, find somebody that can encourage you when, you know, you have a customer quit, or, you know, your mom tells you that these products aren't working for, you know, you need those power partners to encourage you along the way. Anyone else want to add anything?
I think for me, when I was listening to the fact that it was, you know, the two that saw that it was good, is that they then were in the desert for 40 years until they actually saw the promised land. And so when you look at that and you look at your time frame, you know, it puts it into perspective. I mean, those were probably friends of theirs that they went out and they did that and they all died, you know. So when you think about, you know, when you're bringing people in that are looking at it, that everyone will see the opportunity, but no one will actually see past them what it could actually be for them. So, you know, there was that whole disbelief, like, yeah, we see it, but it's probably not for us because there's giants, you know, I'm not going to be able to overcome that. So then you think about yourself, and then you think about what can I do by myself, and then you just get scared. So then that's why, for me, when I look at everybody that's on the calls and people that are encouraging everybody, it's those are the people that can be with you when you go through that 40 years of a desert. It's not going to be 40 years for you to get to the top. You know, they say 5 years. So, but 5 years is in perspective of, you know, if you're doing the right thing, if you're not expecting it to fall in your lap, and you need to go out and you need to work on it every single day, even if it's just for a little bit, you know, every single day they walked around, you know, every day they got closer to that 40 years ending. So it's just not stopping, because then had they just stopped in the middle of the desert, which they did, but had they not then moved forward, they would have never actually reached the promised land.
Yes. So good. Yeah. Never mind that 40-year walk that they did. Some of us may feel like it's like that sometimes, but, and I will say, you guys, even when I felt like I was sitting at Senior Ruby for so long and on the brink of my promised land of Emerald, It felt like forever. But now that I'm there, it's like, holy cow, that was worth it. You know, I'm so glad I didn't stop, you know, that I kept going forward. So true. You just got to keep walking. All right, y'all. Well, shifting gears really quick, just because it's August 1st and it's a brand new month. We are excited about a brand new month. You guys, August sets the tone for the fall. I know some people are probably tempted to just take the month of August off and pretend like, you know, it is still summer, but just pretend like you don't have to do anything with your business and it's just going to keep blowing up. Really focus on investing in your business in August, because this sets the tone for the fall. And fall in Plexus, fall in our business is huge for growth and momentum and reaching your personal goals. So make sure you guys write your goals down, share them with your power partner, share them with your sponsor, write them down, post them where you will see them. Make sure that they're attainable. They're not too far-fetched. You know, like if you just signed up last month, you might not want to shoot for Emerald this month, like just saying. But also have a big, hairy, audacious goal. So a BHAG is what we call that. You know, come up with one goal that you know could be attainable if you really went for it. And it might scare you a little bit. You know, it will stretch you. It will push you outside of your comfort zone. But have that BHAG, that big, hairy, audacious goal, and have those posted, you guys, and share with your friends, share with your husband, your significant other, whoever, but share those goals with people. And you guys, the best is yet to come. I just feel this momentum kicking in. You know, we added 100 people last month, but that was just a dent in what we're going to be able to do and the lives that we're going to be able to impact this month going forward. So love you guys. Oh, wait, I almost forgot. Were you guys going to remind me to take a picture? I need you guys to remind me. Okay, I think there's 2 screens worth. So if you guys want to be in the picture, prepare yourself. Hang on. Oh, wait. Okay, hang on. Okay, I'm going to do 2 screens. So let me get the first screen real quick. Okay, ready, set, cheese. Okay, let me go to the next screen. You guys don't know what screen you're on, so that makes you. Okay, awesome. All right. Well, thanks, guys, for jumping on, and I hope that this was helpful, and we will see you guys soon. Night, everyone.
Bye.